From a one-bedroom Glasgow flat to the House of Lords, her story is a rollercoaster of ambition, success, and scandal. This is the incredible and incredibly controversial rise and fall of the bra queen, Michelle Mone, born in 1971 in Glasgow's tough East End. Michelle Georgina Allen's childhood was far from glamorous. The family lived in a home without a proper bathroom until she was 10. Life dealt her heavy blows early on. Her younger brother, who had spina bifida, passed away when he was just 8. Then, when Michelle was 15, her father was diagnosed with cancer and lost the use of his legs. Faced with these immense challenges, Michelle left school at 15 with no qualifications. Her mission was simple: to support her family and build a different life. She later said this tough upbringing gave her balls of steel. After a brief stint in modeling, she landed a job at Labatt Brewers. In a move that foreshadowed her later controversies, she admitted to fabricating qualifications to get her foot in the door. But her ambition was undeniable. By just 22, she had climbed the ladder to become the company's head of marketing in Scotland. But it was a moment of discomfort that sparked her multi-million-pound idea. In 1996, while wearing a particularly painful cleavage-enhancing bra, Michelle had a light bulb moment. She thought, "I can do better," on a holiday in Florida. She read about a new type of silicone and became determined to get the European license for it. This was the genesis of Ultimate. In 1999, alongside her then-husband Michael Mone, she launched the Ultimo bra at Selfridges in London. It was an instant sensation. The brand expanded, adding backless dresses and shapewear, and their company, MJM International, soared. Michelle Mone became the face of female entrepreneurship, a working-class hero who had built an empire from scratch. She was a media darling, a regular on TV, and an inspiration to many. Her story was a testament to grit and determination. In 2015, her success was crowned with a life peerage. She entered the House of Lords as Baroness Mone of Mayfair, a Conservative peer. It was the peak of her ascent. But from this great height, the fall would be spectacular and very, very public. The world changed in 2020 with the COVID-19 pandemic. As governments scrambled for personal protective equipment, or PPE, a so-called VIP fast-track lane was created for companies with political connections. This is where the story takes a dark turn. A company called PPE MedPro, linked to Michelle Mone's husband, Doug Barrowman, was awarded government contracts worth a staggering £200 million. They got these contracts through that controversial VIP lane, bypassing the usual checks and balances. The deal was for millions of sterile surgical gowns for the NHS. But when the gowns arrived, there was a major problem. They were manufactured in China and had invalid safety marks. They weren't properly certified and were deemed completely unfit for use in the NHS. Millions of gowns that were meant to protect frontline workers were useless. In 2025, the High Court delivered a bombshell ruling. PEEP MedPro had breached its £122 million contract with the Department of Health. The court ordered the company to repay the entire sum. The scandal blew wide open. Investigations started to unravel a complex web of money. It was revealed that Doug Barrowman, Michelle's husband, had received at least £65 million from the profits of the deal. A jaw-dropping £29 million of that was transferred into a family trust. The National Crime Agency launched a criminal investigation into the affair, and £75 million of the couple's assets were frozen. For years, Michelle Mone had publicly denied any connection to PPE. But faced with mounting evidence, she finally admitted in a car crash TV interview that she had, in fact, lied. She confessed to her involvement and also admitted that she and her children had benefited from the profits. The public reaction was furious. The scandal became a symbol of what many saw as cronyism and profiteering during a national crisis. The government faced intense criticism for its chaotic procurement process and the apparent lack of oversight in the VIP lane. Calls for Baroness Mone to be removed from the House of Lords grew louder and louder, while she has taken a leave of absence. Permanently removing a peer requires new legislation, a step many are now demanding. The current Labour government has vowed to claw back every penny of the taxpayers' money and hold those responsible for the procurement failures to account. Michelle Mone's journey is a modern-day epic. It's a story of incredible ambition that lifted a girl from poverty to the highest echelons of power. But it's also a cautionary tale about integrity, accountability, and the consequences when the lines between public service and private gain become blurred. From the bra queen to a figure of national controversy, her legacy is now forever tied to one of the biggest scandals of the pandemic era. The final chapter of her story is still being written by the courts and by history itself. Thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on this story? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video interesting, please give it a like and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that matter. See you next time.